primary ignition.
Hey everybody, my name is Christopher Sean. I play Kazuda Ziano in Star Wars Resistance, and you are watching the Virtual Cantina Network.
It's Christopher Sean! That's so cool.
The new one.
So nice.
So cool. We are the stuff. Welcome, citizens of the Republic. It's another episode of Clone Wars Revisited, and we are going to be doing Season 2, Episode 18. The Zillow Beast. So excited about this one.
Oh yeah, you can tell Filoni is a kaiju fan, totally a Godzilla fan, as we've learned in the years since this episode aired. And if you don't love kaiju, why make an entire Star Wars episode devoted to it? It's so fun. I remember watching this during the pandemic and just being like, wait, is he blatantly ripping off Godzilla right now? And it's like, I've learned a lot more about it since. Ahsoka, no. She's attacking my wall. Sorry.
All right, I've just shared our stream to the Facebook group. Welcome, everyone. Hi, everyone. We have an exciting show with some special announcements. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We're going to talk a little bit about the Emmys. Mm-hmm. We are going to watch the episode, of course. And we have a very special announcement toward the end of the show. So the last 15 to 20 minutes of tonight's episode, we're going to bring on a couple of special guests and make a big announcement. So you're going to want to be here for the back half of the show, which is going to be, you should stay for the whole thing, obviously, but we're doing something special here. Yeah.
It's like one of those social media memes where it says, you have to watch all the way to the end.
Yeah. Watch till the end. Yes.
The final minutes are the most important.
Yes, without a doubt. You know, the Zillow Beast is a fun episode, and I think it's one we could all get behind from, like, to your point, a kaiju perspective. Like, they very rarely do that in Star Wars, despite all the mythical creatures and stuff. Like, it's rare they take on something the size of a building. So that's different. And it's actually a two-parter. We do the Zillow Beast this week, and the Zillow Beast Strikes Back next week. But yeah, so we'll be doing that. But yeah, the back half of the episode, there's going to be some great discussions and a big reveal, and it's programming related. So everyone will want to pay attention. Yes, it's Spencer. Maybe there'll be a Ski Pruckle action figure. Well, first off, let me put up some comments because people are on a roll already. Hi, Bryce. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Chantel, lovely to see you as well. Yes, Spencer. There is an episode tonight. We're going to be doing the Zillow Beast. Dave knows what's up. So his ooh is because he already knows what the answer is.
Yes.
And he helped put some of this together. So that's very exciting. And yes, Chantel, we are on the cusp of 100,000 fans. We are so close. So continue to share. Maybe you'll win that Grogu. And Mumbo Jimbo, welcome back. Nice to see you again. I think you are in particular going to enjoy the announcement that we have toward the end of the show. And if we could get this rolling as well, I think a Ski Pruckle action figure would be interesting for sure.
With the Kung Fu grip.
Yeah, I feel like mine needs to come with like karate punch action. It's like poorly done, but it still smacks you. Like,
See, I had
The
the
face,
full-size
every
GI
time.
Joes when I was a little kid, when I was about 7 years old, and they had the kung fu grip, and it would be like this, and they could hang from
Yeah.
their helicopter or something like that, or they could hold their
Yep.
guns because they had the kung fu grip.
Yeah. Well, it looks like this, and so a lot of action figures have this kind of hand, right? And they can do this. I'm trying to get the motion down, or they have a punch, or they have a spellcaster hand. Those are really the three hands. It's this grip, it's punch, or spellcaster. Yeah. And mine will flex, Dave, just for you. So hello, JB. Lovely to
Hi,
see you.
JB.
Hello, Liberty.
Hello.
Hello, Liberty.
And
Welcome.
Aaron is here as well. Hi, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron.
Yep. Oh, I like this, Spencer. Those LJN figures from back in the day that were like way
God.
too wide and like 0 points of articulation.
My
Those were
sister
the
had
best.
WCW ones because LJN made WCW ones after like they got articulation in the WWF ones, and I'm like, you can't even like spring off the top rope or anything with these. You're just like,
No, they don't do anything.
do a damn thing. But they look cool.
Yeah.
They did.
I'm a collector, as you guys know, and my favorite lineup is the Masters of the Universe Classics line that they started about 15 years ago, and they ran for about 10 years. They are 7-inch scale, and they have a lot of articulation. They have like wrist swivel, ankle swivel, like their shoulders connect, like hip swivel. Like they got it all. Like, and some of them have some action features, mostly with like a punch kind of thing. But yeah, that should be a question for the chat. If your action figure had an action feature, what is it? Because I like the idea of mine doing. I don't actually think a punch is all that like kind of thing. I feel like I want mine to be
and just goes like this.
Yeah,
just goes like this.
I want a drop kick. I want something.
I had
like
the
that.
whole plethora of the GI Joe 9 or 10-inch figures. You know, and that was the bomb because they articulated everywhere, at the ankles, at the knees, at the waist, at the hands.
And now they have Hot Toys.
You know, and they had Kung Fu grip. Kung Fu grip.
Yeah. I like a kicking action kind of thing. I think that would be fun.
The smaller you got, the less articulation you got.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. The Star Wars figures barely move. They all have the articulation of R2-D2. Like, it is sort of unreal. Yeah, I'm going to swing my lightsaber like this, like in the 3.5-inch scale.
You're going to be so threatened by me raising my arm at you.
Oh, my God. So, action figures aside, did anyone watch the Emmys last night?
A little bit,
see
yeah.
that Andor won some stuff. How are we feeling about that?
Just one thing for the writing, right?
No, it won 5 Emmys. I think only one got televised. But yes, they won the writing for the episode Welcome to the Rebellion, which is the one where they're smuggling Mon Mothma out of the Senate, which is the one where she gives the big speech, right, about how truth is like an abyss kind of thing. And they have to smuggle her out and all that. Holy hell. That episode still gives me palpitations. I can't watch it.
It does. I didn't realize I was holding my breath when I was watching it. So when like they confront like the spy and like Andor is like protecting Mon, and I'm like, I didn't realize I wasn't breathing for like most of that episode. So it's so good and so well deserved.
Very happy for the success
what else
they had.
did they get it for?
We had a list of it, and of course we don't have it ready because this is the prep that we do now. We come in cold, as everyone knows. Andor Emmy wins. Let me pull it up. Okay, EA Games. That's not it. Emmy Andor wins 2025.
Yeah. Palpatine.
Andor wins 4 Emmy Awards. Here we go. Wins 5 Emmy Awards. Updated. Okay. The critically acclaimed Star Wars series created by Tony Gilroy brought home the award for Outstanding Writing by Dan Gilroy on Episode 9, Welcome to the Rebellion. And, he's the one who said, "We have friends everywhere." I was like,
and he says it on the microphone, and I just was like,
So Outstanding Writing for a drama series. Outstanding Fantasy/Sci-Fi Costumes for the episode.
Oh, hell yeah.
And the winners for those are Michael Wilkinson, Kate O'Farrell, Richard Davies, and Paula Fajardo.
Now, how they did not win for the wedding episode is beyond me.
You know what? I'll take it where I can get it. They won. They
Right,
won
but
costumes.
it should be as a series, not as from this episode, because I'm telling you, it was
Yeah.
so good.
Well, this is what's tricky about television, right? Like a movie wins for a movie, but TV you nominate individual episodes, so you could have like an incredibly directed episode, like that TV show Adolescence won for directing
That's the one
because
you
it was
like.
a oneer. Like the whole episode is a oneer. The whole series is a oneer. It's 4 oneers. Like each episode is a one take. That's crazy. And then, by the way, that show is amazing and totally deserved everything in one, including the little kid and all that stuff. Um,
Aw.
Andor, I think, deserves to be in the same kind of recognition though as the Pit and not Secession.
Sure.
What's the other one? It's not Secession. It's Severance.
Severance, yeah.
Yeah, Severance and the Pit. Andor should have been in that mix, and they weren't, unfortunately. And I think partially because it's sci-fi, but they did win outstanding sci-fi costumes. They won outstanding production design for a narrative period or fantasy piece.
Yes.
Outstanding picture editing for a drama series for the episode Who Are You? And then outstanding special visual effects in a season or movie. And there were actually a lot of people who worked on that. And then music by John Williams, outstanding sound editing for a nonfiction or reality programming.
So yeah, JB's echoing my thoughts on it. The Emmy for writing is awesome. Just wish the actors were not snubbed in the nomination.
Yes.
Agreed.
Genevieve was there, but like wasn't recognized for anything.
What's the statistics on streaming service TV shows versus network shows and their Emmy nominations and wins?
Well, it used to always be HBO, and then it's shifted to Netflix, and now I think we're coming out of it. Like, The Pit is still on streaming. It's an Apple product, but it feels more like traditional television than Severance sure does. But most of the wins went to streaming this year. Like, the big winners were The Studio, Severance, and The Pit. And then Hacks is actually on HBO Max, right? So
streaming services are really nailing down the awards. We're not seeing stuff that was like, the days of NYPD Blues and stuff like that, being on network TV and making the awards is over.
Yeah, no, it's long over, which is an interesting shift in the landscape. Although I think we have to get back to seasons of television happening consecutively, because one of the things that people said in the discourse today that Severance was potentially hurt by the fact that there was such a long gap in the seasons. And Wednesday is not seeing the ratings in season 2 that it did in season 1, possibly because of the gap in the timing. So it's the kind of thing
where production done. They're like, oh well, we don't have to worry about the fall, opening of the pressure that network TV had is not on streaming services, and so I think they're right. I mean, I'm eager to watch season 3 of what's the drawing a blank, Politician, with Carrie. Oh God, I'm picturing all their faces and their names are just escaping me. But
it's
but
too
it's
much
a great
television.
Yeah, but it was like, damn, it seems like forever since season 2 to season 3. It's like it took them forever to get everybody lined up and get their production going and actually stream some episodes.
Yeah. We need to get back to a more realistic time frame for episodes of all television across the board.
Right.
I want to put up a few of the comments from. Thank you, everyone, for being so active in the chat.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of GI Joe fans in here. So Sherry's brothers had GI Joes, which that's the thing that you were saying you collect, Skip.
Yeah, I had the helicopter of the GI Joes. Yes, I love the GI Joes. That and the $6 Million Man.
And then
with the spaceship that he flew in, and they had connection cables from his arm to the spaceship, and you could look through the back of his head.
Yep.
My nerd is
I
still
was
hanging.
a little bit young for $6 Million Man, but it was in reruns when I was a kid, so it was definitely part of it was still in the pop culture for sure. Dave's question, yes, this is the one where Cassian, he does that in every episode, kind of, but yes, he totally just shoots that driver in Welcome to the Rebellion. Sherry's right that costumes was one of the Emmys, writing and costumes, set design or production design. Yeah, when I heard we have family everywhere, I immediately thought of our T-shirt, obviously. Yeah, when he said we have friends everywhere, that was really incredible. And we do need to start a binge of The Pitch. I think that's the next show for me because I have not been watching, but I lived in Pittsburgh for years, and it's set in Pittsburgh, hence The Pit is the name of the show. And
I was wondering about that.
So UPMC is the big hospital down there, and they actually have an amazing medical program at University of Pittsburgh, and they're sort of a hub for like medical in Pittsburgh. So I'm amazed that they picked that location because it is a gritty, brutal show, apparently, and very apparently true to life. So in some ways, it's like, oh, we should go where the expertise lives. But then, does it put them in a bad light? I don't know. I'm hearing that it's a great show. Yeah.
We don't have much time.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at the time right now. And yes, JB's pointing out the Emmy win for writing. And yeah, again, wishing that we had the actors recognized for sure. And yeah, Dan did bring up Genevieve. That's for sure. She was definitely a must recognize. She carried that show. I mean, it's her and Cassian, her and Diego. Pitt is on Max. Okay, right. Yes, HBO and Max, which is, I think, back to just being HBO. And yeah, The Gap is definitely going to hurt Stranger Things. There's no two ways about it. We're apparently like the hub of pop culture over here. We're doing all this stuff. Dave is lamenting how he misses network TV. I agree, and I miss the pointless episodes. I like kind of miss a non-important filler episode of a show. Like, let's just breathe with it, right? Like, it's everything is like mission critical now. I forget what happens last season. Liberty. This happens all the time, where it's like
I was watching Strange New World and was taking great attention to the fact that each season they have the ridiculous let's laugh show, the serious show, the different styles of shows throughout the season. I thought Strange New Worlds was doing a good job of playing it all into their season.
Yeah, I've got to get back into that because I watched through season 2. I have not watched season 3 yet. But we will talk more about
this so far.
We will definitely hawk the trek during our Clone Wars watch. And I do want it, only because of our ticking clock, I do want to talk about our episode tonight. So we are doing season 2, episode 18, The Zillow Beast. Here we go. I just look at how big it is. It's unreal. All right, Skip, this is your moment to shine. Let's
go.
Palpatine orders the use of a doomsday bomb he believes will end the battle for Malastare, but the detonation awakens a legendary and fearsome beast.
Don't use stuff like that. I should say, do not use atomic bombs, anybody.
Exactly.
Choose what is right, not what is easy.
And they're never the same, are they?
No.
All right, everyone get ready. Cue up your Disney Plus machines. We are watching season 2, episode 18, The Zillow Beast. And here we go.
So I have to give Kristen Milioti, which I've loved since How I Met Your Mother. Oh, my TV is way too loud. Her props for winning her Emmy for The Penguin last night. Love that actress. She's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish they hadn't cut off her speech. Because, hey, she's a first-time winner. Like, let her talk. But
I didn't love the Boys and Girls Club money thing.
No, that was so dumb.
It was funny at first, but like
was it real or was it a joke? I thought it was a joke.
It was all a joke, but like people really were then not giving
Paranoid.
the full speech they wanted to, basically because of it. So yeah.
But yeah, she went for Sophia Falcone / Gigante.
She's amazing in that show.
We
didn't hit the timestamp. Ashley, hit it. Can you push it ahead like a minute? Where are we? Son of a bitch. We got it ready, and it was like...
all this...
Meanwhile, you're going to laugh, because as usual, I was having tech problems, and I had to restart on my computer over here, and I still haven't hit play on the episode, so I need to fast forward to... All right, Skip, what's your timestamp in the episode?
I'm trying to get
That's
it
a
to go
good
forward.
question. I can tell you how much time I got left.
That could work. All right, how much
23:35.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Oh,
Okay.
so that's exactly
good.
where we're at. Okay.
We should be at about a minute and 50, something
Yeah,
like
minute
that.
40.
All right. So add a minute to the timestamp, guys, for
Yeah, because
everyone.
I can't
yeah.
get it to go ahead, and I'm doing my
That's
best.
okay.
Yeah.
I want to see. Oh yeah, Stuart fails to save the universe. Okay, we talked about this. I'm forgetting on what chat we talked about this, but there's a Big Bang Theory spinoff coming starring Stuart and a bunch of the other secondary, and not even secondary, like borderline recurring cast members, where they're caught in a multiverse situation and they're going to have to. I don't know. They break a machine that Sheldon was building and they get caught in a multiverse time loop situation. I don't know. It sounds really fun though. And I like all of those silly actors. So that little motley crew is going to get their own show. And I think, Spencer, did you say it was coming to HBO Max? Because wherever it's going to be, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
I like Palpatine's clone, or not clone, hologram, hanging out in the background. Because we only ever see him in Sidious holograms for the most part.
You know what I love about the show? It makes Y-Wings so cool.
Mm.
They were kind of like the dregs of the rebellion, but they're newer in Clone Wars, and so they look kind of cool.
Yeah, they look really good. While we are digging into this episode, which is a very silly one in some ways because of the giant beast, I just wanted to point out a couple things happening. One, as you guys know, we've been doing been sharing our interview footage from Texas. So all of the interviews that I did with the various celebrities, we put up Emily Swallow on Saturday. So I got to talk to her for quite a bit at Rebel Scum Con. Skip, I think you met her while we were there. I can't remember. Like there were a bunch of us. She was lovely. She talks a lot about the charity she was working with and just being at the show. And she even did like a photo op in her gear. She has her own costume of the armorer. And then today we just posted my interview with Alan Rusko, who plays Master Plo Koon and is also sort of secretly the first stab at Bib Fortuna back when Bib was going to be part of like a Senate scene. So he talks about that confusion around the character of Bib in the prequels. And he was lovely as well. So both of those are up on the Facebook page and our YouTube channel. So you be sure to check those out. They were really nice to talk to. And we are making our way through. I think I spoke to like 25 people. So we're doing like 2 a week, guys. So it's going to be a little while before we get to everyone. We have a lot more coming. I really did. I like bum rushed everyone. We already put up the interviews with Simon Cassianitis, David W. Collins, Andy Secombe, Warren Pruill Jr., Hall of Famer, VCN Hall of Famer, Warren Pruill Jr.,
Yeah.
Emily Swallow, and then the latest one is Alan Rusko. My understanding is
wait to see the one with the janitor.
Which zone?
That was a little humor, very little.
I did literally meet everyone,
including the janitor.
Well, here's who's next, is my understanding. We have the batch of pirates from the Skeleton Crew. We met several of them, and I know that AJ is cleaning up that audio soon. So I think we're going to have a bunch of Skeleton Crew pirates coming in the next batch of interviews. They were all lovely as well. There's a really fun mix of people like at that show, and Texas was awesome, and more to be announced on that front too at some point.
And the barbecue wasn't bad.
I'm disappointed that I didn't get to do the barbecue, but I'm glad we went where we went for dinner because I needed to do a lot of things there that night, so it worked out. But I'm sad I missed out on the barbecue. 27
minutes apiece.
Yeah. Thank you, Mumbo Jimbo. Some were only 5 or 6 minutes, and they are highly manageable. Dave O'Neill, though, was my cameraman for the longest interview that I think I've ever done on camera, which easily clocked in at 20 minutes. Like, it was wild. We did a few of them that went for a very, very long time. Some people are very, I don't know if I'm inviting or they're just comfortable talking. But like, it was long for several of them. And we're editing nothing. There are even moments where in the video it's like, oh, we'll edit that out, and they leave that in. I'm like, AJ, that's your cue to cut it. But yeah, it is. It was really fun rewatching these because when you're in it, it's such a blur. And I feel like there are times where I like blacked out and didn't remember some of the stuff. And then I watch it back and it's like, oh, right, we talked about that. So there's some really fun stuff coming up, you guys. And some long interviews as well, Dave. Some of these could be like long form videos.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Liberty's got me looking, going, hold on, where did that happen?
Yeah, I missed it too, Liberty. You know why? Because I'm never watching the episode.
For sure.
All right. We will have to get barbecue in 2026, Spencer. That will be on the list. I know we're doing multiple things over here. We're pretending to watch the episode. We're talking about the Emmys. We have announcements coming up, which is why I don't want to do all the other stuff at the end of the show. Like, I don't want to go through like the usual list of promotional stuff toward the end of the show. So while we're watching the episodes, air quote, I want to put up a couple other. I want to put up a couple of reminders. We are almost at 100,000 fans. So that is not the announcement for today. We are so close, you guys, though. We are under 100 fans. Please tell your friends. We are so desperate to give away Baby Grogu. He is just hanging out, taking up room in Spencer's house, and Amanda would like it out the door. We would love to give away Grogu. And of course, like, we really want to celebrate the 100,000. We have a few really fun things planned for when we hit 100,000. So aside from the Grogu giveaway, there's more to come on that front. We also have a big event coming up in Chicago that I think you guys are already aware of, but in case you haven't seen it already, we're doing an evening with Diana Lee and Asanto. This is Wednesday, October 15th. It's going to be $100 for an evening of stories. There's going to be Chris Mock doing a live recording of Mocktails from the Cantina. And then with Diana, she has, you'll be able to get an autograph and a selfie. And there'll also be some light refreshments. So it'll be a really fun night. I'm going to be there. We were confirming our guest list from the VCN, but I'll be attending. I know Spencer's going to be there. There's numerous family members who've already bought their tickets. And from what I understand, actually, like, the event is 50% sold. So we are selling well over here, but also make sure you get your tickets, especially if you're in the Chicago area, in Elk Grove Park, Illinois. So yeah, that is coming up imminently. I can't believe it's like a month away already. We're a month out from that event.
Oh, you guys, he's waking up.
Oh, here we go. The Zillow Beast is here. Okay, first time you watch this episode, were you like, this is dumb?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not shocked. Like, knowing what I know of Dave, I'm not shocked. But at the same time, I'm like, the fingers like weird me out because they don't look like typical monster hands. They look like paper hands. Yeah. But I have to say, I was pretty excited to see him, and you kind of see the crowd from the Zillow Beast point of view on the Lucasfilm animation poster. That was really cool.
Yeah, that's neat. My only complaint about the Zillow Beast is that it's too indestructible. Like, yeah. I would prefer it to be gigantic, but still have some soft spots. Like, it would be more interesting if it was gigantic and easier to damage or kill, or if it was small and hard to kill, right? But like, gigantic and hard to kill is just writing yourself into a corner.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is, am I right in saying this? That the Zillow Beast is the one that is at the end of Bad Batch?
Yes. That's where, so they actually, because, spoiler alert, they don't kill this thing. They capture it after next episode, but we don't know what happens to it. And everyone's like, whatever happened to that Zillow Beast? And so someone at Lucasfilm was like, you know what, we need to do the Bad Batch, and stored in that mountain over in Tantus with that thing.
His hands and feet just like creep me out. Yeah, totally.
So Dave wants to throw down on the barbecue.
Oh, so
Fight
they
some
have-
Bruin.
Hey, hey, hey!
Fight.
All of you, go to Kansas City. Talk to me later. Just saying.
Jimbo, I'm so happy that you got to meet Diana at the Boon to Eve event. She really is lovely, and her agent is fantastic. We love working with her. We're so excited to have like a night of like just her, right? We just get to hang out and
Agent's Mike, right?
Yeah.
yes, Mike, super friendly guy. Everyone has been everyone was terrific over at Rebel Scum and at Boonta. Like all the people who brought in were great. And yeah, so we'll get to see them all again in Chicago. And yes, the Zillow Beast is very Gumby-like. So it's interesting you mentioned Empire Strikes Back, Dave, because the next episode in this series is the Zillow Beast Strikes Back, and I think that's when it ends up on Coruscant.
Yeah, it's like they take it from this planet and bring it to Coruscant first. And I'm like, why? Why did they do this? Oh, what you got there, homie? I don't know the name of this species of alien, but I'm like, they're suburbans? That's what I'm going to call
Yeah, exactly. I don't know either.
Their hands and feet are also weird. Like, yeah.
Because Doug's dig.
Oh.
Yeah, put him in a planet that is essentially a huge city.
Yeah, I mean, my God,
How could that go
Godzilla,
wrong?
right out the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy is shisty. I don't like him.
Just doing some behind the scenes finagling over here. Pay no attention to me.
What do we got left here? I'm showing 11 minutes and 1 second.
Which minus credits. Yeah, but
Yeah.
we are set and I like those Rebel screens. Those are always like some of my favorite decor pieces. It really like makes you feel like you're in the Star Wars galaxy every time you see it. Yeah, Dave.
Not equals Tokyo.
That's immediately what I thought, because like in Power Rangers, at least they have some episodes that are set out in like the mountains and like the abandoned just I don't want to say a desert, but like no cities, right? Like truly rural, whatever. In Godzilla, it's always a populated area. Like it is Tokyo. And that's what it's going to feel like if they bring this thing into Coruscant. It's just one giant city. Transported to a secure location. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah. Definitely won't be Coruscant, where it's going to be the most dangerous it could be.
Oh, you're just about 5 seconds ahead of me. I heard you say it, and then I heard.
Oh, then you heard, yeah.
Your location.
I must have fast forwarded just like a little too far.
That's all right. I could be 3 or 4 seconds behind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we need like a one master sync button. But then I always get the swirly swirl, like, and
yeah. When I watch it, I'm watching it. I have, as you can't see, I have my earbud in because normally I have stacked TVs and so I have to turn the TV down, so I can't actually hear it. I can just see the words running.
Mhm.
But when I run it on my TV, I can start it, pause it, and and I can leave it sitting there for 15 minutes. So when I hit the start button, it just plays. I don't get the little circle thing like I do on my phone.
The computer, the phone is the worst. So yeah, gold standard is television, silver for the computer, bronze for the phone, for sure. They don't really give us an origin for the Zillow Beast, I don't think, because like it can't be the only one.
Yeah, he has a very Godzilla thing where, like, okay,
Yeah.
some bomb wakes him up.
Yeah.
I don't know how he
Right,
got
but
there.
how did he get? Yeah, how was it born? How old is this thing?
Yeah.
Are there more of them? Should we be concerned that there's more? Get off this
Is
planet.
it a boy or is it a girl?
Yeah, right. Can she lay eggs? That's always the biggest concern, right? Is like, how do they procreate? Make sure they don't procreate. We've all seen Jurassic Park. They try to prevent that, and then several of the dinosaurs change sex to make it happen because life finds a way. And oh man,
always. Plot holes be damned. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. They are constantly changing sex, and spawning more and more eggs. Yeah,
right in the face. Come on.
Good grief.
What is wrong with you people?
Yeah. Deep hibernation would be like us finding like a live dinosaur now in some ways, right? And I remember
like, no, shh, go back to sleep.
Well, this is like science fiction slightly, but like science fact that as if the temperature of the planet goes up high enough and there's enough like glacial melt, anything that's frozen in the first, like, I don't know, they were saying like several miles could be released, and they're not concerned about waking up a woolly mammoth or a dinosaur or something like that. Like, nothing's going to be cryogenically frozen that they stay alive, but diseases and bacteria could be. That's the interesting thing, right? So if you have like not mosquitoes necessarily, but actual microorganisms, if they're in that layer of ice and we haven't seen them, like, that could be a new disease, or not a new disease, a disease that comes back from like the ice agey times into the air and everything. Now, I still don't know. I'm no scientist, and I don't know if that's feasible, but that's way more feasible than Godzilla over here waking up from a deep hibernation, I guess.
Like, what?
No, you haven't watched the new Godzilla movie. She's from like the middle of the earth.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no, I love the new Godzilla, all the monster movies, because they get progressively more ridiculous, but that Monarch series brings it back to being serious. And Wyatt Russell is amazing. Yeah.
Are we on season 2 yet? I think we're just still season 1, right?
Still season 1. Yes. Oh no. Yes. They're working on season 2.
Yeah.
All right, so Liberty, we could take some bets on what's going to be the zombie apocalypse. I do think microbes from the Ice Age are on the list.
I don't want to tempt the universe for this, please. Yeah. Everything is going to hell in a handbasket. I don't need any more provocation.
Yep.
We're pushing our luck at this point in time.
Yeah.
Liberty, though, I'm going to blame some squirrels on that. If you know, you know.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my God, the squirrel and his nut. Yeah, everyone put in the chat, how do you think we're going to hit the apocalypse? Will it be microbes from the Ice Age? I actually, 28 Years Later just came out and did okay at the box office. It wasn't like a runaway hit.
Did you see it?
I did not see it yet. It's on my list, but I'm not a licensee, and so it's honestly like waiting for streaming if I'm not like particularly attached to the thing.
Gotcha.
I know. But I am doing my horror movie list for this year. And I've already started doing some pre-selections, and I've started watching stuff, and I've started rewatching stuff. I use September to like queue up my October list. And sometimes I actually watch them in September, but I'll list them in October to like help people get on their scary movie shit. Speak No Evil right now is probably in my top 5 of recommendations, along with Sinners, along with Weapons, and along with Heretic from last year, which was like amazing with Hugh Grant. So I've got some good stuff on there. So I don't know if 28 Years Later will even make it into my top 30, because it just keeps getting moved down on the list, and I haven't even seen it yet, just based on the reviews.
I had an argument with someone who insisted The Life of Chuck was a horror movie.
I haven't seen it,
did you
but it's
watch the movie like at all?
I don't know how to respond to that because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I can't wait until you do. Like we've had this discussion on the Tuesday night Zoom, a bunch of us who had seen it, and we're kind of getting sweaty with it and getting nerdy about it and delving deep into like what each scene means and things and I'm not going to ruin it obviously because it's a lot and you need to kind of pay attention, and I wish that for you because it's great and I would love to watch it again for the first time. Yeah, but exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, having never read the story, having never read the story, I totally went in blind, and there are supernatural elements to it, but it's so cool.
Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews, but it's Ari Aster, right? So, and
Life of
is
Chuck?
that him? No, that's not Ari Aster. It's
No.
Mike
Flanagan.
Mike Flanagan, yeah.
Yes.
He does. Look, I love Midnight Mass, and I would put that on my horror movie list if it wasn't a TV show.
So you're gonna go with me to meet Hamish Linklater at New York Comic Con, right?
If I can do it, yes, because I'm only going to be there 2 days. So I want to put up Jimbo's comment because I love 28 Days, didn't love 28 weeks or months. Not sure about years. We'll find out. Okay. All right. I have to take this off the screen real quick, put up a different banner real quick. We're going to blind you real quick because we're going to change our layout real quick. Yeah, we have a surprise guest that's going to be joining us in just a second. So let me just put up a little thing right here real fast. And then we will get everyone into their appropriate locations. And did it work? It sure didn't. Okay, so we're just going to take away the overlay. So there we go. That looks amazing. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch out. I'm going to put myself into the little box so we can see our very special guests. Welcome, Sarah Barnes and Jason Barnes. Welcome to the show. Hi.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Good evening. Thanks for having us on. Sorry, you guys hyped it up way too much. I feel like they were expecting someone way more exciting than the two of us.
All the hype.
Matt Lanter was coming on with his new baby.
Right? Yeah, so a lot more interesting. Yeah.
So why are you guys here? Do you have any breaking news you'd like to share?
No, this is all you.
No, buddy. Ladies first.
Yes, they sucked us in. We're here to announce a new show on the Virtual Cantina Network. It will be airing the first Wednesday in October, and it is titled
I Know.
I know.
I know.
I know. I know. Well,
I know.
I know.
What could the reference point of I know possibly be?
Hey.
The first couple of Star Wars.
That's right.
Love it.
Yep. We're taking a cue from obviously the I Love You, I Know, which is in Empire, which is echoed, of course, in Jedi, from perhaps our favorite couple.
No.
The Scoundrel and the Princess.
No.
Which you do have right here. I'll let you decide who's who. But this is a chance for us to take that and bring our own story. Star Wars has been part of our lives from the very beginning, but also our relationship. Mm-hmm. So we have been fans for ages, and
not that long.
We've brought kids who are now fans.
Now. Yes.
So it's our take on the topics, the fandom of Star Wars, and so we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to the conversations, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Nerddom in general, basically, one kind of our little tagline is going to be the things we endure for love, right? The stuff we like and the people we love, putting up with all of the crazy stuff we like, sharing stories.
Love that.
Ideas, thoughts. We're going to hopefully have some fun in the chat, open it up to other people, things they'd like to hear, discuss, maybe get into a couple of arguments.
Yes.
We can only hope.
The first episode is 1 October. Mm-hmm. It's around the corner in 2 weeks. We're going to talk a little bit about our origin stories, our gateway into Star Wars, and because this is a great time to be a fan. Mm-hmm. And there's so many ways to come into this galaxy. So you're going to get a little bit of insight on this first one of how we did it. and that's just the beginning where we can go from there.
I'm so
Nice.
excited for you guys. This is gonna be
You guys
great.
have been so wonderfully supportive. We really appreciate it.
Yes, and now you will learn to push the buttons.
I'm learning how to push buttons.
Mhm.
Mark,
That was probably a
I'm still the
mistake.
Padawan. Mark is the master, but in a very short time.
And Dave O'Neill and Jeff are the grandmasters. We are, the family is growing, as you see. So we've had JB and Sarah on a couple times.
Jason has been
yes, they were voluntold. They've guest hosted with us. I think the first time we had you guys on air together was during Celebration, where we did our Celebration Nightly News Desk. And I know, Sarah, you came on a different time for Rebels Revisited before we closed out that show. But you guys have always been active in the chats, and then we got you on air, and then we tricked you into launching a show. So it's been just the pipeline.
I'm not sure how that happened. It was funny. We had dinner with some old college roommates of ours that we've known forever ago, and they're not nerds. They're not really into the same kind of fandoms that we are, and we were fumbling trying to explain the virtual Cantina Network and what we were doing, and they're like, "Wait, what? You're doing what now?" And I'm like, "We're going to be on YouTube." They're like, "Doing what?" And I'm like, I'm not sure. So it was
Nothing but goodness.
It was quite eye-opening. We're definitely going to need to.
Yeah.
American tension is going to make for great TV.
Yes.
We are going to all benefit from the quarreling about. I know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
We agree on a lot of things, but there may be some disagreement, right? I mean, we do joke that we don't argue about politics around the dinner table. We argue about Star Wars, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to see our oldest get spun up? Just tell him how great Kylo Ren is, and he's all, So there might be a few shows here and there that we're not on the same page.
Nice.
Maybe we get some additional Barnes as guests.
Oh yeah.
I've floated that idea. They looked
ideas.
Absolutely terrified.
I have thoughts.
Absolutely terrified. We may have to start with just getting input. If I can get them to text me stuff that we could share, but
or they can just
That's a good
walk
idea.
into the background and be like, "Hey, guess what?"
like
No,
the cat,
I'm good.
right?
Okay.
They just kind of
Yeah.
wander into the frame.
I'm here. I'm going.
We'll bring him in as the voice of God or
Yeah.
something from a transmission.
Something like
from
that. Yep. Transmission from the outer rim.
So I want to put up a couple of the supportive comments from the crew, because I know if you're on the studio, you can't always see everything running in the chat. Dave can't wait. He can't wait to see what you know, and it's going to be a combination of what you know and what you love. So it's going to be it's going to be a lot of fun. Sherry says this is awesome news. Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you.
We've got everyone learning how to push buttons. Yes. So
Liberty.
JB is our new programming manager. So working with me, he's going to be producing Daughters of the Galaxy. So I should mention, this is a two-pronged reveal. So I Know is going to be coming in every 4 weeks, and Daughters of the Galaxy is going to every 4 weeks. So it'll basically be in the alternating slot of Daughters of the Galaxy on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. The Nerve Herders will still be on that other Wednesday. So they're staying every 2 weeks. So Daughters will be monthly. Your show will be monthly. And JB is going to be producing Daughters. I'm going to be producing I Know. And JB is going to be helping with a bunch of other stuff around programming, which is very exciting. Yes, no buttons for Skip ever. That was part of the deal. We are allowed to have him on air as long as we never force him to push any of the buttons. And yes, being a guest host is a gateway. So Sherry, we'll get you on here soon enough too. Just you wait. What else do we have in here? Losing their minds.
That may be true, but
we may take you down with us. We're not sure.
It's going to be really fun though, because I like what you said about how you're going to be able to talk about your relationship and Star Wars and how that comes together. And we're going to want to know all the things that you love most about Star Wars, like what your favorite movie is in the franchise. And don't answer these now. We got to save it for like the actual show. But your favorite slice of Star Wars and your favorite characters and all that other stuff. So those will be like some good topics to cover.
Yep. Sure. Looking forward to it. I think we're also going to have a little shtick where we end the show with top 5 lists. depending on whatever topic it is we're talking about. And we're each going to make a list, and
Yep.
we're not going to share them until we go live. So
Oh,
that
Dem's
should be very
fighting
good.
words. All right.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
We may need to start the show with that because we may never get off the list.
I mean, honestly, it will give you something to kind of like delve
You gotta
into
build
for
to
the
it.
episode.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
a really
we
good
could
idea.
talk about, we could ramble for hours. It's like, we got to wrap this show up. We got to get to the top 5 here, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
That you see it over here with us. Every now and then, I'll actually sometimes get a text message from Skip being like the episode, and I've got to watch the Clone Wars on the Clone Wars show.
Yeah,
Um,
that's right.
So Troy's asking a real quick thing about scheduling. So just to be clear, the Nerf Herders are still every other Wednesday. Their schedule's not changing. So starting so this Wednesday coming up, we have a new episode of Daughters. And Ashley, what are we covering this week?
we are delving into Rebuild the Galaxy.
Yes, season
Just
1.
Yeah. Season 1. So
Right. Season
yes.
2 is imminently upon us. So we've got
Excited.
Nerf Herders and then Daughters of the Galaxy. So this week it's Daughters of the Galaxy. Next week is Nerf Herders. October 1st is the premiere of I Know. And then it's back to Nerf Herders. And then Daughters. And I think on that one you're going to do Rebuild the Galaxy Season 2. Because by then you'll be able to watch all 4 of those episodes. So it should be good. Yeah. So we already know what we're doing for the next few shows, which is nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh yeah, Dave just put it up. So Dave already typed this out. Yeah. That's good. And then, I like this. Who wins? Oh boy, as the producer of the show, I feel like I should choose. So,
we could actually make a little bit
No,
of content.
No.
we'll have everyone vote in the comments.
There we go. There we go.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
you
right.
can take sides.
We
You
have
can
a
take
vote
sides, but there's no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Hamilton thing. Who wins?
Oh,
Who
yeah.
tells the Star Wars story?
Everybody's
Right.
going to be on. I know on this week. I can't wait to see Sarah and JB go at it.
It's like nerdy marriage counseling. Here we go.
We
There
gotta
we
love
go.
that plan.
It'll be therapeutic. I'll
It'll
give
be
it that one.
We hope.
Yeah, Liberty's got the same idea as me.
Yes.
We're gonna
Mhm.
leave it to the chat.
Who's against the
Um,
couch?
Oh no,
Yeah.
Spencer! No, no.
I will tell you, I fall asleep on the couch all the time, like fully
Yeah.
unintentionally. I
got
love
a
it.
couch
There's nothing better than sleeping on the couch. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
My
So
problem is that I wear contacts and then I wake up and I can't
Oh.
see because they're
Yes.
too
Oh,
low.
yeah. I've experienced that. That's
That's not fun. No.
It's
Try.
like, I can't see. Where am I?
yeah.
eyes are
I am going to make a concerted effort to get into bed tonight, though. But yeah, we're 2 weeks away from the premiere of our newest show on the network, which is just called I Know, and then it'll be each week about whatever the topic is. So, and you guys are going to get into various things within Star Wars, various slices of Star Wars. That's going to be really fun. I'm excited to see, because we've talked a little bit, we've been brewing this behind the scenes for a little while, so I have a sense as to like what we're getting into. What are some of the things you want to do over the first like few episodes? Like what are some basics that you guys want to talk about? Like you have any or long-term goals of topics you want to cover, or any fights you want to like start in the chat? Because I feel like those are the best.
Well, I haven't thought about it that way yet. You know, it's just
know.
the things that pop up where we have differences. You know, he obsesses over airplanes. Being a pilot for 26 years, which means he's always focused on the ships in Star Wars.
Yep.
You know, he wants to talk about this fighter and that fighter and this thing, and then I'm like, my eyes are glazing over, and I have my few ships that I like, and other than that, I'm like, I don't care.
I can't do the ships either.
He's over there
I'm
being
bad
like,
at
I
that stuff.
love the
Once
ships.
a pilot, always a pilot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know you do. You know. Mhm.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, we laugh about things like he has a way higher tolerance for spicy food than I do. So we make jokes all the time. I'm like, well, this should be a show. I love spicy food. Yeah, I know. I'm aware. No, thank you. So I don't know. What do you think? What thoughts have you had?
Well, I'm very excited for the first episode to talk a little bit about how we think we remember our beginning of Star Wars fandom together.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that there's going to be some difference in the storytelling, but also because what I'm looking forward to is to walk away from each episode for everyone to be thinking about their fandom and what does it mean to you, and how we look at the pieces of it, and what does it mean to keep growing with the show, and to make me think about, I'll fully admit, if you're the person with all the specs and diagrams, I love it. That's your story. That's your Star Wars.
Don't have
Maybe
to
not
track check.
us. We're not the uber fans, but we know how it's affected us throughout our lives and what are the pieces that matter. And I think it's important to, what I'm looking forward to is hearing from folks of what it means going forward, the new stuff coming on, whether it's a new Legos, the new movies, how we can just continue to share the open dialogue between what it means to be a fan. What does it mean to be a family that is a fan? Because ultimately that's the best part of it. So.
Oh, that's lovely.
I've been lucky enough to see like a lot of young kids just getting into Star Wars and just finding their footing in Star Wars and the things that they love in Star Wars, and having their parents be so supportive and kind of guiding them into the direction. And it's really cool that you guys are going to say how you started and how you've kind of influenced your children into things. I shouldn't say influence, but like guided them in their Star Wars journey. And to the things that they love and things that they don't love, and just allowing them to find their voice in Star Wars. So I'm really most looking forward to hearing about that and how you as a family navigate Star Wars, especially with so much of it now.
Yes.
I will fully admit my ideas of Star Wars changed when the boys started watching. And
really? Okay.
How they thought about it, and watching it through their eyes. And we won't go into the details of which ones they started with and what's the right order and everything.
Not yet.
We'll do a whole show about that for sure. Yeah.
I know how to read Star Wars words. Is an whole episode in itself.
I know the right order to watch Star Wars in, and that.
Oh no, the right watch order. Oh, that's a fist fight ready to happen. Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, I got a quick technical question. Are you guys going to be on one camera or two?
Like that? Yeah.
The plan is
we're doing the cutesy thing tonight for the announcement, but we're going to have 2 separate cameras just to make logistics easier with the framing and all of that kind of stuff. Plus, then we don't have
microphones, and I can mute one of them at one point if I want to,
And also, no one can see the notes.
I can mute Sarah if I need to. Is what I'm saying. Sarah doesn't know that she's getting ganged up on already. Like, JB's working with me. I'm producing the show. It's not at all a setup. Like, it's gonna be.
That's all right. I got my girls in the chat. I'm not worried.
That's what I'm nervous about. Everyone in the chat is Team Sarah. I was like, oh, we're out JB. Every producer on the network.
Teams.
Ooh, here we go.
We do eventually need to do a battle of the sexes at some point, because we've got a nice number of ladies in the chat, and I actually know that you guys are working on a little project right now, which I'm very excited about, which I'm going to help with. But yeah, we need to do Family Feud style. Like, we need to do one of those shows. I've wanted to do a Family Feud for a while, and I think Boys versus Girls would be so fun. Yeah,
absolutely.
We just need to figure out the logistics of that, because we need 15 microphones and every Zoom imaginable. So yeah.
Oh wow. Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Here. All right, Sherry's swooping in. I don't want to be on a team that doesn't include Sherry. That's the thing. I think we all want to be on Sherry's team.
Awesome.
But yeah. All right. So 2 weeks. I'm going to show the graphic one more time. So Han and Leia, though. So obviously the reference is Han or Leia from Empire and Jedi, with the "I love you, I know," but they're not your favorite Star Wars couple, right?
Tune in to find out. That's what the first top 5 list is about. Yeah.
They're among the couple, but I think not your favorite. So you'll have to do an episode about that.
Place as being the first couple of Star Wars, right? Like, at least for our generations, it's the one that everybody grew up with, right?
Well, but you you could go. Yeah, Ashley knows where I'm going, but between, between the beginning of Empire and the end of Empire.
Yeah, there was some. I know.
Was it Luke or was it Han?
It is interesting as I've been thinking through my list, which I thought I had several days ago. There's a lot of actually Star Wars couples, depending on how you define it. There's a.
Oh, see, crap! Now you're already.
I already know who the favorite one is.
I mean, for me, it's probably. It's got to be Kanan and Hera for me as my favorites, but I love Obi-Wan and Satine. Like, there's a bunch of good ones in animation because you get more time with them. So, like, even Anakin and Padme are excellent in the Clone Wars. I hate them in the movies because in the movies it should be Padme and Ewan McGregor. Because in what world? The most unbelievable part of the Star Wars prequels is that Padme Amidala chooses Hayden Christensen over Ewan McGregor. There's no world in which that happens. No world whatsoever. So, like, the twist should have been that, like,
that is something
Palpatine
I've
made
struggled with since I was
Yes.
16 years old.
Even I understood. Like,
How?
as like a semi-closeted, like, teenager figuring shit out, even I knew that. Like, what are we doing here? So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
100%.
Yeah. But, like, there are some really good ones in animation, and I think we could definitely do a list of all of our favorite couples. Yeah.
Kalis and Zeb.
Team Jacob. Oh, I don't do the Twilight. I'm gonna put that up on the screen just so I can laugh at it because, like, no, Twilight is not good. Yeah.
Working at Hot Topic when all that came out, yeah, I've got PTSD.
I bet that was painful. I bet that was painful.
Yeah.
Midnight DVD releases went all the way down the inside of the mall. I got home at 4 a.m, kind of thing. Yeah, it's a good time. Anyway.
Yeah. So we will get into all of that. I like what you were saying though about, like, the various types of flavors of fans. Some have their schematics and their dates and their numbers, and, like, this is not an I know show where it's a trivia show. There's a channel called Star Wars Explained that literally knows everything. And they do the depths of the trivia and the like, they could write the Wikipedia, right? That is not what we're doing in the show. We are talking about the things we love, the things we know about. It's going to be really fun and accessible, and you don't need to know your trivia. And don't expect us to know our trivia either. I'm actually really bad at trivia. If you put me on your trivia team, I'm very forgetful. I need to look it up. Like, I don't remember the names of characters. You see it happen to me all the time. Skip and I will be like, what's the name of that person? And we have to Google on the side or wait for Sherry to tell us because we will try and struggle.
Sherry will know the answer.
It's Sherrypedia. Hello.
Exactly.
Yeah. I know. I was like trying to type it fast. I was like, Carrie Russell, the diplomat. That's who you're looking for. Skip. That's who it is.
But that's the best part about this network is to learn. I'm actually looking forward to learning things from you, but also from the BCN family. It's going to be. That's the best part because knowledge is always growing. So if we don't learn something after the episode,
come hang out with us Wednesday nights, have a chat, sharing your nerddom.
And I think we might have a little mocktail. I'm hearing,
and it's funny.
That's the plan. My one of my good friends got me for my birthday one year the unofficial Disney Parks drink recipe.
Hell yeah! Okay.
Oh, now do we post that ahead of time so we all know what to make?
Now, question: do they have Jock Lindsay's Hanger Bar drinks in there?
Do they have what?
Jock Lindsay's Hanger Bar drinks in there.
I don't know. I haven't looked at all of them yet. I just know that they do have the ones from Oga's Cantina. So we were going to start there, and then of course detoxify them, I guess you could say. We'll have the low octane versions of them for on air. But
for some of us,
hey, this is my Saturday night. I'm totally fine.
I'm gonna be there on Wednesday, being like, "This show's great. Press the button."
Why are layouts changing every 5 seconds? Jamie, push the button.
That's right.
Yeah. We'll have a little.
Somebody take over for Mark. He's had too many of those Star Wars drinks.
Well, that's what's gonna happen. If I have one of those, it'll knock me over. Like I rarely drink anymore. So we were at the cantina, and I had one alcoholic drink, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm like toasted from like one of these. It's terrible." But yeah, so we're gonna do a mocktail cocktail kind of thing, and I think that's a good idea to post which one we're gonna do ahead of time. So maybe that could be part of like
everybody can make their drink together.
Yeah, we'll put it up on social media ahead of time. The show's once every 4 weeks, so just about monthly. So this will be enough time for us to like gather all that information. And if people want to weigh in on the topics, you have plenty of time.
Please do.
Which is a lot of fun. Yeah,
and we can all get drunk at least one night every month.
Yes, there we go.
You know what's really funny about we were talking about characters and stuff and like how we have to look up characters. When you said Carrie Russell, I was like, Carrie Russell was in Star Wars. Wait, what did she play?
And that's how forgettable.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I love Carrie Russell. Like
I do too.
Felicity was my jam because I was in college
Really?
the same year as her, right? Like that show resonated in a big way. Fully forgot she was in Star Wars because she's like a pointless character. Like to try to
just grabs it on at the end, trying to
like
don't get started.
the whole
We're gonna have enough
Poe
time
thing.
to get started on that.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh. All right. I like the Melu run.
Drinking with the barn.
It could.
Yeah.
You know. Ooh.
Melrose
Yes,
Juicy.
I had one of those too. The Melu Run juice. That was very good.
Oh my god!
I'm
And
getting
I
really
am so
thirsty
bad they
all
don't
of a
have it
sudden.
on the East Coast. They have the Tatooine Sunset iced tea on the East Coast. It's
Which I don't like.
crime.
I don't like iced tea, so I'm very depressed that I don't get my Melu Run juice.
I know.
Mm.
But I make sure to eat Ronto Roasters every time I'm in Hollywood Studios. That's it. No other food. Ronto Roasters all the time.
But I do have to say, I love Carrie Russell in the Diplomat.
Okay, good stuff. He's been trying to get me into that one.
I have.
Maybe
Dave.
that could be one of the things.
Oh, it's a little racy and good.
Okay. I
Sounds
will.
like a good show to watch together.
All my friends from the State Department enjoyed it.
Oh,
They
well,
said
okay.
it was a little spicy, but they
Yeah, spicy is right.
Spicy.
It is definitely
It's
spicy.
a
I don't want to think about them like that. Ew! No. Wait a minute.
Embassy life, maybe not quite that.
Maybe not quite as exciting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other dull.
It's a drama. It's not real.
I don't think we've covered Zori Bliss in a meaningful way on Daughters of the Galaxy and all 90 seconds of her screen time. So we'll be sure to do a Women of the Resistance era at some point. And
Yeah.
they're so full of depth.
I can go for that one. I could go for
Yeah,
that.
you have to bucket a bunch of them together and be like, "Hey guys, remember that Carrie Russell was in Star Wars? Neither did we. Here's a photo." Yeah,
Where she
Yeah.
just took off her helmet enough to be like, "Hey, what's going on, Poe Dameron?"
it could have been. They should have just made it a voice actor at that point. Like they could have literally put anyone in that suit.
Right.
They probably did. I mean,
So
Bridget
Bridget was listening to Mark and I talk about the show tonight, and Mark is saying, okay, we're going to do the first 15 minutes, talk about the Emmys. We're going to run into the show, and then we're going to have 15 minutes with the Barnes. And Bridget goes, 15 minutes, it'll be a half hour of talking about their show.
it's true.
That's what we were worried about. Yep.
And I wanted to make sure we had enough time for everything. We really want to, it's rare that we launch a new show on the network. Like it's a big deal, and we want to make sure we gave him time. But thank you for keeping me on task, Skip, because we were definitely started late. But I want to put up the graphic one more time for anyone who might not have seen it. Starting this October 1st, 2 weeks away, with the Barneses, Sarah and JB. I know. ... Exciting.
Barnes
So exciting.
in space.
That was the other working title.
Yeah.
That was
That's
another
it,
good
that's
one.
not a
That's
bad
another
one.
good one. That's not
I'm
bad.
going to be so annoying in the chat about that, you guys, just so you know.
That's gonna be
You
awesome.
can be like, I know.
We have so many subtitles. It's
I know, right? Yeah, we could have a different theme for every month to pick a different
There's
one.
definitely, we're gonna do some fun things with the graphics. I have some incremental help on that front. So with that in mind, I did want to talk about what's coming up this week because we do have Daughters coming back. So very excited about new episode where we're going to be talking about all things Lego.
Legos.
So,
I love
yeah.
Legos. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Have you watched season 1 of the Rebuild the Galaxy recently? Because it's been a minute for me. Like
We just watched the first 2 tonight, and we're watching the second 2 tomorrow night after our dancing class. To get caught up, I'm taking notes, fervently typing notes, trying to make sure I don't forget again. Because I don't think we've seen it since it launched last year.
same.
So definitely needed a refresher.
Yeah, I did not rewatch it. A lot of those I'll rewatch right before we get into season 2, and I did not do that for this time.
Yeah, I got to do the same. Yeah,
It's nice because there's only 4 and they're short,
Yeah, so it'll be fun. And then the boys are going to cover Rebuild the Galaxy season 2 on the Thursday night watch along. I think starting next week or the following week, like whenever that syncs up with the schedule. This Thursday they're doing the Family Guy Return of the Jedi, so they were able to get through the trilogy, which is so exciting.
Nice.
Blue Harvest, something Dark Side, and whatever this third one is called, I don't remember. And I know they made the graphic already, so I should have just taken a look at it. But that's what's going on in the network this week. And then we're in the 2-week countdown for I Know.
Can't
You guys ready?
believe
You
it.
excited?
I think so.
It's a trap.
We what?
That's right.
It's a trap.
It's definitely a trap. Yeah, we fell for it. Right into the
It
trap.
is the third and final part of the Laugh It Up Fuzzball trilogy.
Excellent.
You're welcome.
See, everyone. All right, look, Jeff and Spencer knew. They were like, it's a trap. It's a trap. So thank you guys. And whatever this was about, Dave, I agree. And vodka.
Always vodka.
That can be my other show on the network.
It can be
is
dot.
I know. And
Yes,
I
vodka.
know. Yeah, I like that plan.
Changing title each week and vodka.
Yes. All right, one quick thing to plug before we go. Just a reminder about Diana Lee and Asanto and the event happening in Chicago. And then right after that, a bunch of us are going to be in San Francisco as well. So get your tickets. We are 50% sold out of the Diana event in Chicago, Wednesday, October 15th. And then we have Thursday the 16th and Friday the 17th. Several of the VCN team will be in San Francisco. We are doing a meetup that Friday night. Check out the details on the Facebook page to meet up with us. I'm so excited about that. I haven't been out to San Francisco in a while. So it's me and Spencer and Jeff and a few other people. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Who wants to smuggle me in their suitcase?
I will try to try. And then I think you guys know we already announced the family vacation coming up here in Orlando.
I love the Mickey ears and the balloons.
That was cute. That was a good one. I like that one a lot.
Cute, right?
Excellent.
And then be sure to check out our TeePublic store with all of our new merch, including the We Have Family Everywhere shirt. And on the merch front, you might have actually seen this today on the Facebook page. Not sure if all of you guys saw the survey. Matt McCullough is our new head of merchandise. So we have JB joining us on the programming side. Alex on the event side. Jen is the new executive assistant in charge of everyone, including Spencer. And then Matt is going to be working on merch. So he just put up a survey today asking what type of merch we'd like to see.
Able to go in and pick. I loved it.
Great. So, and if you have if you want to put anything in the comments, like specific things, he is open to suggestions. So he'll be working on merch specific for events and then working with Dave and Jeff on new stuff for the TeePublic store, as well as keeping us in the loop as to when TeePublic has sales and things.
Yeah.
So,
or just listen to an episode of Daughters of the Galaxy where we just randomly suggest t-shirt ideas.
Yeah, exactly. So, and we've got quite the collection from Daughters. I mean, I love the Daughters collection, especially the What Would Hera Do? That one might be my favorite out of all of them.
I need a new one. The one I bought is so worn out you can't even hardly see it anymore. I got to get myself a nice, sharper image one.
Yeah. No, I need some additional shirts added to my lineup. I'm waiting for the next TeePublic sale. So yes, and Jeff wants action figures, and hopefully Jimbo will be at the meetup. And yes, Jen is our Spencer Wrangler. And that's actually, you're right. We need a ski pruckle with Kung Fu grip added to our action figure lineup, our new VCN merch. All right. Well, that's our show for tonight. JB and Sarah, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Congrats on the new show. I'm so excited for you guys. It's going to be so much fun.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. We appreciate all the support.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tell us again when we can see it.
It's the first Wednesday of October.
Wednesday, October 1st. Yep. Join us for the inaugural episode.
Excellent. 9 p.m. Eastern. We will be there. Hope to see you guys there as well. Be sure to check us out across the network this week. Follow us on all our social channels. And as always, may the force be with you. And long live the Republic.
May the force be with you.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Hello there. Hi, I'm Mark Buttle. I'm the Director of Programming at the Virtual Cantina Network, and I'm here with James Arnold Taylor, the voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yes, I know that one well. I have the high ground if I... Wait, yes. Thank you. Now I have the high ground. And you are watching Clone Wars Revisited. This is the show you're looking for.